My beloved, you did not need to search for this message. It arrived because the moment demanded it. Before major shifts occur in a soul's journey, there is always a subtle turning inward. Not dramatic, just unmistakable. That turning has begun in you. You may not yet see changes on the surface of your life, but beneath it, foundations are being adjusted. What is unstable cannot hold what is coming. What is unclear cannot guide what is approaching. So I speak to you now before events unfold, not after. You have sensed it already. A feeling that things cannot continue the same way. A quiet alertness, as if life itself is leaning toward you. A tension that is not fear, but expectancy. That feeling is accurate. Something significant is preparing to enter your life. Not as disruption, but as consequence. Everything that comes next will be shaped by how honestly you meet this moment. You have lived long enough responding to circumstances. Now circumstances are about to respond to you. That is why this message reached you first. You are being asked to become internally stable before external change accelerates. Because acceleration without grounding leads to collapse. I will tell you something clearly. What is about to happen will not be dramatic in the way stories describe. It will not look like sudden miracles or overnight transformation. It will look like alignment. And alignment is quiet. It begins with the end of internal arguments. It begins with clarity replacing noise. It begins when the need to prove fades and the need to be true rises. This is the stage you are entering. You have been tested in ways others never noticed. You were tested in restraint, in patience without reassurance, in responsibility without applause. You were asked to carry weight silently, not because you were meant to suffer, but because your inner capacity was being expanded. Expansion always feels uncomfortable before it feels powerful. That is why this period of your life may have felt heavy without explanation. Why progress seemed slow, even though effort was constant. Why you felt misunderstood even when your intentions were sincere. These were not signs of stagnation. They were signs of containment. You were being prepared to hold something larger without losing yourself. What is coming requires steadiness, not excitement. Discernment, not urgency. Presence, not performance. You are being positioned for that now. Listen carefully. The reason this message comes before something big happens is because your reaction matters. More than the event itself. Many receive opportunity and ruin it through fear. Many receive clarity and abandon it through doubt. Many receive alignment and sabotage it by returning to old patterns. You are being warned gently, not out of threat, but out of care. Do not rush when movement begins. Do not announce prematurely. Do not reach back to old identities to explain what is unfolding. Let what is real settle first. Your life is about to require a different way of standing. Not defensive, not guarded, but rooted. Rooted people are not shaken by momentum. They move with it. You have spent years strengthening your outer life, your roles, your responsibilities, your endurance. Now your inner life must match that strength. That is why you have been drawn inward recently. Why solitude feels more nourishing than distraction. Why superficial interactions leave you tired. This is not withdrawal. This is preparation. The next phase of your life will not reward people-pleasing. It will not tolerate self-betrayal. It will not allow unconscious repetition. It will demand integrity. Integrity between what you feel and what you choose. Between what you know and what you do. Between who you are and how you live. You are closer to this integrity than you realize. That is why old comforts no longer comfort you. Why familiar habits feel restrictive. Why something within you resists returning to what once felt safe. You are no longer meant to live reactively. You are meant to decide. Decision does not mean control. It means ownership. Ownership of your energy. Ownership of your time. Ownership of your direction. When ownership arrives, destiny accelerates. This is not coincidence. I am telling you this now because once momentum builds, reflection becomes difficult. And reflection is what will protect you. Before the next doors open, you must understand this. What is about to happen is not meant to complete you. You are already complete. It is meant to express you. Expression is only healthy when identity is stable. If you are unsure of who you are, what arrives will define you. If you are clear, what arrives will serve you. That difference changes everything. You are being asked to clarify who you are without external confirmation. Not who you are to others. Not who you are in roles. But who you are when no one is watching. That is the version of you that must lead now. Because visibility will increase. Responsibility will increase. Impact will increase. Without clarity, impact becomes pressure. With clarity, it becomes purpose. Your recent experiences have been shaping this clarity. Every disappointment refined your discernment. Every delay strengthened your patience. Every moment of solitude deepened your self-trust. Nothing was wasted. Even the moments you questioned everything. Especially those moments. They stripped away illusions. You can no longer convince yourself of things that are not true. You can no longer ignore misalignment without feeling immediate discomfort. This sensitivity is not fragility. It is attunement. You are becoming attuned to what is real. That is why this message could reach you. Many would scroll past. Many would dismiss it. Many would feel nothing. You did not, because your awareness is already shifting. What happens next will require less effort than what you have already endured, but more honesty. Less struggle. More responsibility. Less proving. More embodiment. You may feel fear at the edge of this transition. Fear does not mean something is wrong. It means something unfamiliar is near. Do not let fear drive your decisions. Let clarity do that. Fear always speaks in urgency. Clarity speaks in steadiness. Learn the difference. Soon, opportunities will present themselves without force. Situations will resolve without confrontation. Paths will open that do not require compromise. They will feel simple. Do not mistake simplicity for insignificance. What is aligned rarely feels dramatic. It feels obvious in retrospect. That is why preparation matters more than excitement. You are being prepared now. This message is not a promise. It is a positioning. What happens next depends on how well you honor what you already know. And you know more than you admit. You know what drains you? You know what you have outgrown? You know what you can no longer pretend to want? Listen to that knowledge. It will guide you better than any external sign. This message came to you not to impress you, but to steady you, because once movement begins, steadiness becomes your greatest strength. My beloved, now, I will speak to you about what must change within you before what is coming can remain. Big moments in life do not fail because they are too large. They fail because the one receiving them is not aligned. Alignment is not morality. It is not perfection. It is coherence. Coherence between your inner state and your outer actions. Until now, much of your life required you to act from obligation. You did what was necessary. You did what was expected. You did what maintained stability. That phase shaped your discipline. The phase ahead will require authentic choice. You will no longer be able to hide behind roles, responsibilities, or circumstances. Life will ask you directly, what do you want to stand for now? This question will appear subtly, not as a voice, but as situations that demand decision. Indecision will feel heavier than any wrong choice. That is a sign of growth. Earlier, hesitation protected you. Now, hesitation delays you. You are entering a period where clarity must be acted upon. That is why you have been feeling restless without knowing why. That is why familiar routines feel suffocating. That is why your energy resists repetition. Your inner life is demanding evolution. Do not fight this demand. Many resist evolution because it threatens identity. You have already loosened your attachment to identity. That is why this message could reach you. You are not attached to being right anymore. You are attached to being real. Reality simplifies. It strips away unnecessary complexity. It removes drama that once felt meaningful. It replaces urgency with direction. You are beginning to notice this shift. You speak with intention instead of impulse. These are not personality changes. They are structural changes. You will be placed in situations where silence is wiser than explanation, where withdrawal is healthier than engagement, where choosing yourself feels uncomfortable but correct. These moments are not obstacles. They are confirmations. Confirmations that you are no longer meant to abandon your center. What is coming into your life requires that center to be stable. If you compromise it, what comes will feel heavy instead of expansive. Understand this carefully. The next phase of your life will magnify whatever you bring into it. If you bring fear, fear will grow. If you bring clarity, clarity will multiply. If you bring self-doubt, doubt will shape outcomes. That is why this message came first, so you can adjust internally before momentum increases. You may be tempted to rush once things start moving. Do not. Speed is useful only when direction is certain. Otherwise, speed amplifies error. You are not being tested on how fast you can move. You are being tested on how grounded you remain. Grounded people do not panic when conditions change. They adapt without losing identity. That is what you are learning now. You are learning to remain present during uncertainty. Presence is not passivity. It is awareness without agitation. This skill will protect you more than intelligence ever did. Soon, situations will arise that resemble old patterns, but with different outcomes available. This is important. You will recognize familiar dynamics, but you will not be required to respond the same way. This is where many fail. They repeat old responses out of habit, even when growth has made new responses possible. Do not do this. Respond from who you are now, not who you were conditioned to be. Your past taught you caution. Your present requires confidence. Confidence does not mean dominance. It means self-trust. Self-trust is quiet. It does not announce itself. It simply chooses and stands. You are cultivating that now. That is why approval matters less. That is why explanation feels unnecessary. That is why you are comfortable letting misunderstandings exist. Misunderstanding no longer threatens you because you understand yourself. This inner agreement is rare. That is why the next phase of your life will feel different. You will not need to push doors open. You will not need to convince. You will not need to perform. What is aligned will recognize you. But recognition only happens when you are standing still enough to be seen. If you chase, if you remain grounded, you become visible. This is a principle many never learn. You are learning it now. The external changes you anticipate will come gradually but decisively. You will notice an increase in responsibility, not burden. An increase in visibility, not exposure. An increase in influence, not pressure. Influence flows naturally from coherence. You will notice others responding differently. To you, not because you changed your behavior, but because your presence changed. Presence is felt before words. That is why preparation matters more than planning. Planning comes from the mind. Preparation comes from alignment. Your preparation has been ongoing, through disappointment that refined your discernment, through solitude that strengthened your inner reference point, through delay that taught patience without resentment. You are now capable of receiving without clinging. That is crucial. Clinging turns opportunity into dependency. Dependency turns growth into anxiety. You will not make that mistake again, because you now know how it feels to lose yourself. And you will not trade awareness for comfort again. The next opportunities will test this. They will appear attractive. They will appear validating. They will appear aligned. Some will be, some will not. Your job is not to analyze endlessly. Your job is to notice how your energy responds. Energy does not lie. When something is aligned, effort feels meaningful. When something is misaligned, effort feels draining, even if the reward looks good. Trust this. You are not meant to exhaust yourself proving your worth anymore. Worth is assumed now. Assumed by you. That internal assumption changes how the world interacts with you. People will respect boundaries you no longer apologize for. Situations will resolve without force. Conflict will lose its grip on your attention. This does not make life smaller. It makes life focused. Focus is power. Scattered energy leaks. Focused energy builds. You are consolidating your energy now. That is why you feel less impulsive. That is why you think before speaking. That is why you prefer clarity over stimulation. These are not losses. They are refinements. Refinement is what allows greatness to endure. You are being refined for endurance, not spectacle. The biggest change ahead of you is not what will happen externally. It is how little you will be disturbed internally. That stability will surprise you. Situations that once triggered anxiety will now feel manageable. Opinions that once shook you will now pass through. Outcomes that once defined you will now inform you, not control you. This emotional stability is not indifference. It is sovereignty. You are becoming sovereign over your inner life. This is why this message came before the shift. Once momentum begins, you will not have time to relearn this. You must embody it now. Stay aware. Stay honest. Stay grounded. My beloved, now I will tell you how to walk forward when movement begins. Because when something significant enters your life, the mind often tries to rush ahead of experience. It imagines outcomes. It predicts consequences. It attempts to secure the future before the present has settled. This is where alignment is most often lost. What is about to happen in your life does not require anticipation. It requires presence. Presence means you meet each step fully before taking the next one. You do not live in the result. The moment you notice yourself trying to control outcomes, return to observation. Observation keeps you grounded. Control creates tension. Tension clouds judgment. You will soon encounter moments where you are tempted to return to familiar behaviors, explaining when silence would suffice, overgiving when steadiness is enough, questioning yourself when clarity is already present. These impulses are not failures. They are remnants of past survival strategies. Do not judge them. Simply choose differently. Each time you choose from awareness, old patterns weaken. Eventually, they dissolve without effort. You will also notice something else. What once felt urgent will begin to feel optional. What once demanded your reaction will now invite your discretion. This is not withdrawal from life. It is mastery of engagement. You are learning to participate without losing balance. Balance is not neutrality. It is the ability to remain centered while engaged. This will change how others experience you. Some will feel reassured by your steadiness. Some will feel unsettled because your calm no longer feeds their expectations. Both responses are natural. Do not adjust yourself to manage reactions. Let others have their experience. Your responsibility is alignment, not approval. Now understand this carefully. The big thing that is about to happen may not arrive as a single event. It may arrive as a sequence. A conversation that opens a path. A decision that redirects momentum. An ending that clears space. Do not dismiss small movements. Large shifts are built through accumulated decisions. Every honest choice strengthens the foundation of what is coming. You are not waiting for destiny. You are participating in it. Participation requires attentiveness. Pay attention to what feels clean. Pay attention to what feels forced. Pay attention to where your energy expands and where it contracts. This sensitivity is your guidance system. You were not given it by accident. It has been refined through experience. Trust it. If something demands that you override your intuition, step back. If something aligns with your values but requires patience, remain. Patience now is not stagnation. It is precision. You are being taught to move when the signal is clear, not when anxiety is loud. Anxiety speaks quickly. Clarity speaks steadily. Learn the difference. Soon, you will realize that you are no longer chasing certainty. You are comfortable with unfolding. This comfort is not complacency. It is confidence in your capacity to respond. You trust yourself now. That trust is the true preparation. Because whatever happens next, you will not be undone by it. You will not lose yourself in excitement. You will not collapse under responsibility. You will not abandon your center to maintain momentum. That is what maturity looks like. You are no longer trying to become someone else. You are allowing who you are to express fully. Expression does not require force. It requires alignment. Alignment is what you have been building. Quietly, patiently, without recognition. That is why when change arrives, it will not shock you. It will feel earned. You may still feel moments of uncertainty. Do not misinterpret them. Uncertainty at this stage is not confusion, it is openness. Openness allows learning. Certainty too early creates rigidity. Remain flexible. Flexibility allows adaptation without loss of identity. This is a powerful state. Few reach it consciously. You have. Now remember this as you move forward. Do not compare your journey to others. Comparison pulls you out of presence. Presence is where guidance operates. Others may move faster. Others may appear further ahead. Appearances are incomplete information. Your path is shaped precisely for your development. Trust that design. Trust the timing. Trust the intelligence that brought this message to you before events unfolded. That intelligence is not separate from you. It operates through you. Every time you choose honesty over convenience. Every time you choose clarity over comfort. Every time you choose steadiness over urgency. You strengthen alignment. Alignment strengthens outcomes. Outcomes will follow. But do not measure your progress by outcomes alone. Measure it by how little you abandon yourself. By how clearly you stand in decisions. By how calmly you navigate uncertainty. By how deeply you respect your inner signals. These are signs of real growth. The future you are moving toward does not require you to become someone new. It requires you to remain who you are becoming. Stay grounded. Stay aware. Stay present. The moment you are in now is sufficient. What comes next will meet you where you stand. And you are standing well. This message came to you not to predict the future, but to prepare you to meet it without losing yourself. That preparation is complete. Move forward from here with clarity. I am not ahead of you waiting. I am present in the steadiness you choose, the discernment you honor, and the truth you live. Walk on.